They did it again. Someone kicked long to Scotland and there goes the ball to Duan. Swerve! Rappi! I'm here, everyone. Still sick, but well enough to do one of my cinema quality rugby updates. Low energy Six Nations rugby update away. France versus Ireland. Friday night saw the two big teams of the North square up first. France hosted Ireland in Marseille, sons the services of literal cyborg Antoine Dupont, and maybe just as crucially, no Romain Ntamack. Ireland's also starting a new era without the angry badgering of Johnny Sexton and instead had to lean on the young shoulders of fly half Jack Hemsworth-Crowley. Things almost immediately went bad for France. Their discipline was nowhere. They kept giving away penalties and that just allowed Ireland to pin them in their own half. And when France did exit, they kept kicking it to this guy. Look at him. Look at that hair. Those tree trunks for legs. That dump truck. We've seen the human llama hybrid, that is James Lowe, return kicks to him with massive interest, but they just kept on sending it his way. Things just kept getting worse. At 7 minutes, 2027 Springbok Paul Willemse decided to put in his application for tackle school all over Andrew Porter's face. Unfortunately for his educational aspirations, that application was denied and the yellow just remained a yellow. Willemse is nothing if not persistent though, and he reapplied for tackle school all over Doris's face at 31 minutes. Because that was his second yellow, it automatically went up to red and he got sent off. And then that second yellow was also upgraded to a red off field. Truly a Hall of Fame bad day for the Montpellier lock. While Paul was having his number deleted from Galthy's phone, the Irish attack went about deleting any resistance in the French defense. The visitors put together a beautiful attacking game, often going against the grain and even into traffic. I didn't see as many of the intricate backline moves as usual, at least in the first half, maybe trying to avoid that poaching threat of Dante and Ficou in the midfield. It did look like the attack was kept more narrow with a lot of cleaners behind ball carriers. It kept the pace high and the rucks very safe. Many phases and many tries later and it was Ireland who left Marseille with a massive 17-38 bonus point win. And the Grand Slam in the bag already. Not too bold a call, I think. Italy versus England. Historically, even the most dog-water English sides would put massive scores on Italy. It pleased me to see that Italy were playing with enterprise in the good parts of the field and with pragmatism in the bad parts of the field. Idealist Kieran Crowley gave the Italians the confidence to attack well during his stint as head coach. Unfortunately, he almost demanded they attack as far back as their own team bus and screw the consequences, of which there were many, bad ones. Now, it is only one game into his tenure, but probable vampire Quesada seems to have told Italy that they can kick the ball away when stuck in their own half. They can then trust their defense to try and get the ball back, sort of. Now they only need to improve that kicking and their discipline, and Rome might become a tough place to win. England played well too. They've been adding to their game plan since the World Cup, and there was a lot more running, especially with guys like Freeman and Roots stretching their legs. Combined with their well-drilled kick chase game, they managed to keep their strong finishing hosts at bay for a tight and entertaining 24-27 win. Beware to all who face these two teams going forward, maybe? Wales versus Scotland. Should we beware of Wales as well? They hosted Scotland in a star-studded affair in Cardiff and things got a little bit crazy. In the first half, everybody's favourite rugby player named after a dog was having a great time. And Duan van der Merwe was having an even better time running on his shoulder. 20 points to 0 up at half-time and the Scots were in the clear, right? Right? Wrong. The second half saw everything we thought we knew flip on its head and it was Scotland giving away penalties, missing tackles and just leaking try after try. Wainwright looked especially good, making 11 runs and beating as many defenders as Rio Dyer, all while making 12 tackles as well. He helped Wales's incredible fight back to within 1 point of Scotland, but the visitors held on and bagged their first win in Cardiff in 22 years. Sometimes breaking a long-standing hoodoo means you gotta do it the ugly way. And that was a pretty good opening weekend for the post-World Cup Guinness Six Nations. Will France be able to get up this weekend for a tough game in Scotland? Can Wales find their sanity when they visit defensively frail England? And can Italy leave Ireland without having 50 points put on their backs? Fuck if I know. I have learned to avoid predictions as much as I avoid gas station sushi. Real glad I waited to finish my script late. Some real hefty news in this bugger. Ooh. And the biggest news of the day is that Rassie Erasmus has signed with the Boks until 2027. That's more years with the Boks than both my dad's marriages lasted. Along with Erasmus's signature, we still have team stalwarts like Stick, Heman and Davids, all now World Cup winning coaches. Pretty good. There are some new names on the coaching ticket though. Jerry Flannery will be joining from Harlequins as defensive coach. The Quins currently have the best defensive record in the Premiership, so I'm hoping that translates well to the international stage. The most exciting signing in my books though is Tony Brown of New Zealand as attacking coach. He was assistant coach with the Highlanders when they won Super Rugby, and is well known as a cap wearer in the streets and a rugby attack pervert in the sheets. I am excited to see what weird shit he cooks up with Libbok, Arendse, Colby and Moody at his disposal. Dwayne Vermeulen has also signed on to work for SA Rugby. He'll join Franzel September and Bafana Nhleko in the Mobi coaching unit that work with the women's rugby team, the under-20s and some other South African teams as well. They are there to find talent and then nurture it to the top of their game. Finally, Jaco Peyper has joined the coaching team as Law's advisor. Sounds like something out of a Dune novel. Those are all the big new signings, and I am very excited to see how this team goes. And I think I will end this week's rugby update right there. I need to go get some vitamins, and you need to go wash your hands, because my germs are all over them now. I will see you next week when I am fully healed, hopefully, and Italy have beaten Ireland. Maybe. Maybe I'll just have a fever. Bye. Oh.